What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. It look like we are on. Look like the mic is on, and we are ready to go. Shout out to LB Crypto already coming in here. One of my biggest supporters right there. He says, "Let's go." When you come in, please hit the like button. When you come in, please hit that like button on the road to 100K. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there next year. I'm gonna get there next year. I'm gonna get there next year. And I say that with confidence. And it might be early next year when I really get on it. Might be early next year. But we're about to be getting into this topic. I actually got a number of topics. I got a lot of stuff on deck. This will be an action-packed show, wall to wall. Shout out to Deadly Raver in the building. He says, all right. Here bright and early for once. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Shout out to Snazzy Individual. Shout out to all of y'all in the building. Look, we about to definitely get into this. Something I wanted to get into a lot earlier, but I just wasn't able to get around to it. That Derrick Rose. A lot of people don't realize this, but well, I mean, it was kind of out there. On Christmas Eve, he snapped a picture of his wife and the mother of his first child. Let's not give her an undignified name and call her a baby mama, even though I titled it "Baby Mamas in Pajamas" because it rhymed. But he took a picture of both of his baby mamas. Hell, I got the picture right here. He took a picture of both of his baby mamas right there in the on Christmas Eve. Just happy, just happy on Christmas Eve and matching pajamas that he got for him. So yeah, a larger discussion is about to be had about, is this the future of Black America? Is this truly the future of Black America? Where things going and how it's looking? Is it going to get to a place where people are going to have to find some level of function within the dysfunction, so to speak? Is it going to have to be some type of stasis, some type of steady state, static homeostasis within the dysfunction? Is it going to have to be something like that? Is that the only way Black America going to make it work? It's clear that traditional nuclear families and all of that ain't coming. It's looking like it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. So is it going to have to be that way? And then there's the factor of, whoa, you Negroes don't make enough money to pull it off. So only a millionaire could pull that off. But if everybody is engaging in dysfunction that ultimately resembles that, minus the function, then what the hell? You might as well go in and put on matching pajamas on Christmas Eve and be happy together. Be one big happy family under the same roof, because that's better for the community and better for the children. And threesomes. Let's go.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
What is up? What's going on, everybody? I don't mean to still have that up right there. Let me move that down and out of my way. Why is that still there? Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right, there we go. That's out of the way. We're going to be getting into that. That is, however, the main topic that we're going to spend an amount of time focusing on and looking at here. Yes, that's Derrick Rose, his wife on the left and baby mama on the right. And that's both of them, together in a picture, happy go lucky on Christmas Eve in matching pajamas that he got for them. And yes, the white one is his wife, and the one on the black one is his baby mama. Yeah, we will throw that we will throw that into the equation too. We will throw that in the equation too. But I'm asking the question: is that the future of Black America? People doing stuff like that. I mean, hell, they can just get together and argue and fight and pull up on each other and act a damn fool. Or they could do that. But before we get into the main topic, I got a number of things here. Got a number of things laid out. Some of y'all may have saw my short. I'll be remiss if I didn't briefly touch on this. I made a short about this, but I didn't get to go in
Hello,
on it
everyone,
as
and happy Kwanzaa. Doug and I sent.
I didn't get to go in on this as long as I wanted to. But Kamala Harris and her white husband sitting there talking about Kwanzaa. Now, I like it's fun. It's fun listening to women lie. It is. We just watched Brittany Renner tell a bunch of lies about that paying $50,000 for child support lawyers and all kind of shit like that. Like as if you need to, you don't need a Johnny Cochran, OJ Simpson style legal defense team to get child support. We just listen to her go on pearly things and lie about that shit. But here's another lie when Kamala pretending like she grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Some of the blackest people I know didn't grow up celebrating Kwanzaa. That's just flat out. I've been to one actual Kwanzaa event in my life that went through all the tradition, the rituals, and it's like, come on. Like Kwanzaa wasn't no regular thing. We did Christmas. Like, cut it out. What's Kamala? What's her mom and daddy's race? Ain't she like 25% or something like that? Ain't she like 25%? All the way 100% black people that wear dashikis don't be celebrating Kwanzaa consistently. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. But we about to listen to these lies. Just listen to this shit.
Hello, everyone, and happy Kwanzaa. Doug and I sent our warmest wishes to all of you this holiday season.
During Kwanzaa, we celebrate the history and heritage of the African American community and the African diaspora.
It's just funny hearing this white ass say African diaspora. Because that's Phil advised. That's the name of his channel, the African Diaspora Network or some shit like that. Like that's something that the African diaspora. That's something that only black people say. It's like they had to put the big card up in front of them, the big clipboard, and you had to read that shit. But all right, here we go.
Growing up, Kwanzaa was always a special time. We came together with generations of friends and family and neighbors. There were never enough chairs, so my sister and I and the other children would often sit on the floor, and together we lit the candles of the Kinara, and then the elders would talk about how Kwanzaa is a time to celebrate culture, community, and family.
So relatable. Like we feel the exact same way, Kamala. We all grew up celebrating Kwanzaa in the hood. Yes, absolutely. And we believe you.
And they, of course, taught us about the 7 principles. My favorite principle was always the second, Kujichagulia, self-determination, the power to design your own.
I wonder how many times she messed up that Kujichagulia before she got it right.
Life and determine your own future. And it is a deeply American principle, one that guides me every day as vice president.
To everyone,
Then she done threw it back to some deeply American principle, one that guides me every day. I don't even know if I got Umar clips ready to go.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? This isn't African. That's not who we are.
I had to go dig up. My Umar clips. I'm mad I don't got that one on deck ready to go. That I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. That's the one I wanted to have ready to go for that one. Oh shit. Ride and God podcast in the building, coming on through bright and early with the first super chat. Thank you for contributing to the show. Shout out to Ride and God podcast. Hey, be letting me know when you're going live and stuff so I can share your stuff. Let me know when you. I know you started back. I don't know if you took it. I don't know if you stopped again, but yeah. But keep me posted. Keep me posted so I can share your stuff. But Rod and God in the building says, "Hey, hit the like button, hit the super chat, support Black Male Media, listening from the clouds. Right on, right on. Appreciate you, Rod. Appreciate you, Rod. Appreciate you. Make sure hit that like button. Make sure hit that like button. Yeah, this was wild. This was wild. The pander was on full force. The pander is on full force. We got a blackish at best vice president up there with her white husband pretending like she grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Like, cut it out.
Celebrating, we hope your week is filled with love and light. From our family to yours, happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, like that was a goddamn lie. That was a goddamn lie. Speaking of lying, speaking of lying.
But moving forward, then what? So okay, so I'm just gonna, like I said, make it about myself. I'm 30, single, mom. My fucking checkered past is all over Instagram. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I have people like you who are, she's a hoe, she's literally known for this. Okay. So what would be your advice to people like me then?
I just think there's consequences for your decisions. And I just think like my best advice would be to like lower your standards like that because I just think there's going to be consequences for putting, promiscuous stuff on the internet.
Like, okay, make it about myself.
Okay, well, hold on. That right there, again, that's exhibit 3457B as to why they hated Kevin Samuels, because that was essentially his message. Basically telling women to basically lower your damn standards. You're thinking too high of yourself, you're expecting too much out there, and your ass ain't gonna get it. That's a big part of the reason why they hated him. Big part of the reason why they hated him, because even with a baddie who didn't hit 30 and got kids, like and been in circles in cahoots with millionaires, they ain't going for that like that. Like, she put it like this: a chick like her who got her everything all out there on the internet like that, the only way that it could work for her, the only way that she could actually pull something off, she would have to get like a wealthy card carrying simp, a high value simp. The shout out to the late great Alan Roger Curry on this. It would have to be that true to his core beta male with alpha traits, in the sense that he only can make the money, but he's a beta and weak and simp when it comes to women, and he's gonna overvalue a chick who didn't put it out there in the streets that bad. He's still gonna overvalue her and see her the same. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only card left to play. That's pretty much the only card left to play for those ones. And hold on real quick. Oh shit. Hold on. Making a brief programming error. Wait a minute. All right, hold on. Had to click on something. Y'all don't exactly need to know what's going on in the back. Yeah. Definitely a Russell Wilson type. That's truly the only way to go if a certain lifestyle is going to be maintained. But it's like it's funny as hell that if they got to scale down, not to no regular 40K or nothing like that, dude. Not nothing like that, but there is a scaling down that has to take place, and they hate it. They hated KS for breaking them down on that on that fact that they do got to scale down on some shit. They hated him for that. They absolutely hated him for that. But like I was saying, let's hold on, wait, no, it's definitely one more thing I got to get into before I circle into the into the main topic. Oh, right here. This is what I couldn't find. This is what I couldn't find right here. Now, shout out to Tasha K on this one. Shout out to Tasha K on this one. Before I did get to it, Deadly Raver in the building says she celebrated Kwanzaa the same way I celebrated finishing extermination mode in Warframe. I don't even notice it. I don't get the reference. The way I celebrate finishing extermination mode in Warframe. You completely out dorked me. You completely out nerded me on that one. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I have no idea what the hell you talking about. Okay? Extermination mode on Warframe. He said, I don't even notice it. Push 1 in the chat if you know what the hell he's talking about. Push 2 in the chat if you don't. I really want to know, is that like a common thing? Or did he just pull up some obscure nerd excuse me, some obscure nerddom? 1 in the chat if you know what he's talking about. 2 in the chat if you have no fucking clue. Okay, we got 1-1. Okay, all right, we got ones. All right. All right, so that's the individual. Okay, Rod of God said we too old for that. That may be a younger thing. That may be a younger thing. Yeah, I forget. I'm 40. If Warframe is a game that came out in 2017, 2018, no. Only thing I'm aware of now is the sports games. I do like Hitman. I would buy Madden and never play it. I started buying 2K and never playing it. I actually do play the most recent 2K. Because they got one game mode on there that I'm not about to waste time getting into. But it's one game mode on there that I do like to play. And even then, can't even say I play it every day. It ain't like an everyday thing. It's just when I get a certain itch to want to play a basketball game, I do turn it on there and play it. But yeah. They're saying it's similar to Call of Duty. Okay, I take your word. I haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, and I think that was for the 360. And I only played zombie mode on that with my kids, and I got pretty good at that shit. we got pretty good at that zombie mode. We'd go to like the town and just see how long we could last. Well, we used to make it up until like, level 45. We did a little something. With that Rick Grimes gun when you double it up and then get all your juggernaut. I ain't about to nerd y'all out. But no, yeah. I used to do the damn thing on that zombie mode of Black Ops 2. Other than that, that's the last time I played Call of Duty. I can't even get online and play that. Every time I try to get online and play Call of Duty, as soon as I run out there, respawn. Take off running, respawn. Then I'll try to go slow and hide in the bushes and try to be stealthy. And then I lose patience and be like, okay, fuck it, run out there, respawn. All right, fuck it, I'm done. Took the headsets off, put the controller down. That's yeah. I can't even mess with these games. I can't even mess with these games no more. But yeah, like I was saying what I was about to get into. Look, I'm about to put this up briefly because I don't want to get lumped in with somebody who be putting too many shirtless pictures of Derrick Jackson in thumbnails and stuff. But I just want to show y'all briefly what I'm talking about. Derrick Jackson out there, post-divorce living his best life. All right, I had to put that up and bring that down. We ain't about to have too many oily shirtless pictures of Derrick Jackson up there. I just wanted to show y'all what we're talking about here. Because the man is out there. The man is out there living his best life. And it's technically ain't nothing wrong with that. Even he said he filed for the divorce. Okay. He said he filed for the divorce. I don't believe it. Then he living his life like it's gold in that Jill Scott song. I don't believe it. But the fact of the matter is, this is how it works. This is how it works. And I went through this. If the divorce is filed and y'all are separated, yeah, the chick is on point. And maybe they got on him. They like, if you out here thotting it up, you need to get with a dark skin. All this chick's been either like light or brown, light skinned or brown skinned. All his side pieces and new flames or whatever. They probably, his fans probably got on him. Like, if you just gonna be slanging, if you're gonna be slanging dick around, goddamn it, they got what's up with some dark skinned women? That's why they shamed him like they did Nick Cannon when Nick Cannon baby mamas was either non-black, racially ambiguous, or light skinned or whatever, and then they shamed him into knocking up a dark skinned chick. It was like they like, no, where your dark skinned baby mamas at? That's so he had to he had to go knock up a dark skinned chick on a dare. And that's that's kind of what Derrick Jackson did. He found definitely she on point though. She on point. But Derrick Jackson, Tasha K got somebody following this man around. And that's kind of wrong. That's kind of wrong because if he's single and they separated, and I found this out when I went through a divorce too, it don't matter what happened. Your ex-wife herself could pull up on you and take all kind of pictures and try to just put them in court. It's like, as long as your kids, the only thing they frown upon is that you can't have nobody around your kids. That's pretty much it. If divorce is not filed, you can't have anybody around your kids. But you are free to go mix and mingle and do whatever the hell you want to do, however the hell you want to do it. Publicly. You are allowed to do that. You are absolutely allowed. I'm with you. I'm with you, Rod of God. I'm with you, Rod of God. You are allowed to do that. That much is true. Here's the only thing. Here's the only catch. Okay? You can't be the black relationship, black love guru dude making videos when you caught out on a beach with a different broad every week. Every week, Tasha K got somebody following you around, snapping pictures of you. You can't be dropping videos being the black love relationship guru doing videos titled top 5 ways to know that he's only interested in sex. It's like, nigga. It's like at some point those videos, like if you're gonna be turning up with a different chick every other day, at some those videos, those from the black love, black family relationship guru, it's like those videos, top 5 reasons to know that he's only interested in sex. Them things need to have like some in parentheses after he say top 5 reasons and top 5 ways to know he's only interested in sex. It need to be some parentheses and say, I could show you better than I can tell you. Because Derrick Jackson is he's out there getting it in after talking all that shit. After talking all that shit about how men should be moving. A man is out there getting it in something serious. Like he ain't fucking around. He ain't fucking around out there. He said his wife gonna get with a poop. Hey, her Instagram is public. She's single. Go on and shoot your shot. She is crazy as hell, though. You do know that, right? You do know she gonna throw some holy water on you on the first date. You do know your ass gonna be getting rebuked and all kind of stuff. You do know all that, right? So yeah, you gotta keep all that in mind. You gotta keep all that in mind. But on to the main topic here. Let's go ahead and get into this. 108 people in here. Let's hit the like button. This is essentially the Derrick Rose, going from Derrick Jackson, Derrick Rose, Derrick Rose Christmas, where the wife, the wife and the baby mama happy in matching pajamas. And the way it looks in Black America, the way that it looks in Black America. This is essentially my central argument. And I'll put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come up and counter argue on this? The link is excuse me. The link is always in the chat, open for debates. If anybody disagrees with me on anything, I forgot that is a new rule, a new policy. I will stop the show at any moment for disagreements. If there are any disagreements whatsoever, you can come on up if you got any disagreements with me. And so my essential thesis that I'm laying out before I play the video of the Derrick Rose Christmas with both baby mamas. And yes, I'm just calling the wife a baby mama because I'm being rude, but that she is the actual wife. The white one is the wife. He married the white one, and the black one just get to be the baby mama. But it's what it is. It's what it is. Deal with it. But yeah, so we about to get into this, about to roll the video. Why can't I see that? It says that's a nice piece of chocolate in a green. I think I can't read emoji very well, but I think that's like a bikini or something like that. Oh yeah, she was bad. Yeah, I know. I like them that dark. I ain't go from there. Yeah. No doubt about that. Thank you for that super chat, Dane C. But let's go ahead and roll it. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Take my last. What is this shot? What is this drink? It's just an OJ shot. Don't be hating. Let me see the left.
Now I called her white, but that let me see. Okay, wait, hold on. That let me see the length. That's only something that black women do. You never see two white girls saying, "Let me see the length." You only say, "Let me see the length." You only say, "Let me see the length" is if some length was just added. And I guess white girls do add length and extensions, but I guess. You said slightly. No. When he said no, when he's talking about liking them dark, I thought he was talking about Derrick Jackson and this chick right here. I don't think you can't go much darker than that. Like that's almost as dark as people come. But yeah, I don't think he was talking about D Rose chicks like that. Like no. I think he was talking about Derrick Jackson chick. I think that's what he was talking about there. But Jaquan is saying she's not white. All right, if one drop rule is in effect, then fine. But I mean, she looked pretty damn white. I mean, she looked more tanned in that image right there. I mean, she looked a little light skinned in that one right there. But we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the idea of black people. He said, "Yes, you can, Lupita." Okay, fair enough. I guess you can get darker than that. But no, we're gonna talk about the fact that whether or not black people need to just go on and just say forget it and quit playing around and do shit like this. Is Black America even mature enough? That's where it comes in. It's fantastic to say she's a red bone Hispanic. Ain't no such thing as a red bone Hispanic. You're either Hispanic or you're light or you're light skinned. I don't think you'd be a red bone Hispanic. You're just trying to merge two things together that you like. You like Mexicans and you like red bone. So you're just gonna say red bone Hispanic. That's not a thing. You made that up. You made that one up, Mr. Fantastic. That ain't no thing. But yeah, as I said right there, if you disagree with the host on anything, the link is always open in the chat room for anybody to come up and disagree with me on anything. All right, let's go.
See the left. Thinking this.
Girl, take a shot.
See,
we already slow motion.
Y'all want to do that? Skip all three of y'all. Go ahead and get that phone. Oh, you on? Yes, sir. That's one.
Oh, we got fantastic is in the building. What's going on?
What's up with you, man?
What up? What you talking about? You just made up a new breed of women, red bone Hispanics. That's the thing.
Nah, man, that's the thing, bro. I definitely had to come up here and defend myself. And you talking about Mexicans, bro? I swear, I will not accept the least of the Hispanics, brother. It's my preference. No, sir, no way. That's not gonna be on the official record, sir.
What is a red bone Hispanic?
Light skinned Hispanics, colorism for them is super huge, bro. Because Poppy Ortiz and them is our complexion, they're darker than us. So those dudes are Hispanics or Latinos, but they dark skinned. So you got
who did you say?
Poppy Ortiz.
Poppy Ortiz?
Yeah, that nigga darker than us.
Who is? I feel like I know who I should know who that is, but I don't.
The nigga that got my bad. The brother that got shot because he was down there in the DR messing with some drug kingpin's old lady. He's a legendary Boston baseball player.
Okay, and so he's saying, okay, so he's Hispanic, but he's darker than us.
Well, Latino, the Hispanic, whatever. They got them dark skinned Hispanics and Latinos, fam. Yeah.
Okay. So how do they get? Okay, define a red bone. Okay, let's just start there. What's a red bone?
So light skin, super light. You know what I'm saying? It's lighter than brown, of course, but you know what I'm saying, light skin. So old girl be considered a red bone. She's a red bone. She's Puerto Rican or Dominican, but she's definitely some type of Latino Hispanic.
Okay, here's the thing. When I look at her, I see a white chick with this is how I look at it. I see a white chick with a drop of something else in her. So you're saying basically if she got rid of the blonde hair, she'd look like she just look more Hispanic if she just got rid of the blonde hair.
Yeah, you can look at her lips. Her lips are too full, Bernard. You look at her features. She got Africanized features. She that's not like made open. That's her just her frame. So like I said, man, you're gonna have to one of these days, Bernard. You need to talk to like a real Hispanic person, because I just learned this shit while I was on deployment, right? Colorism for them is real. You know how we joke about it? But nah, man, for real. Like if you like a certain dark color, like they want you in the house, or you get to eat last and type shit. For real,
damn.
Like with them in them Hispanic family, that's just for real for them. It's no joke. So yeah, she would be considered a light skinned Hispanic, and they really believe in the light is right or white is right. So they want you to be as light as possible. So they purposely seek out lighter dudes to have kids with, so their bloodline is as close to white as possible, but not all the way white. So I see what you're saying. They try to get as close as they can, but they still speak in Spanish.
Yeah. My guess my only thing is the reason I say that's a made up term, a red bone Hispanic, because I thought red bone only applied to light skinned black people.
Oh no, man! Anybody that's melanated can be a red bone, because again, when you melanated, you can be dark or you can be light. You can be in between, right? So red bone is across the spectrum. It ain't just black folks, but it's usually the connotation that we use, but we can apply it to other cultures. Nobody else says, you know what I'm saying? I think they say like for like New Orleans people, right? New Orleans people, or back in the day before red bone got created, it was like passe blanc, right? Somebody was so light skinned they passed for white. You feel me? No, see, look, and it's depending on where you're from, man. Light skin and red bones, bro, it's synonymous, fam. Yeah, we playing semantics now.
Yeah, that's I always looked at it as light skin and red bone is the same thing. But I didn't know that. I guess I didn't know that other groups of people had their terms for light skin. And the reason I say that is because by our standard, the majority of them would be light skin. Like if once you go to Mexico, all of them would be technically by our standard considered light skin. Now some of them they've been out in the sun too long, they be getting dark as hell. But for the most part, like they don't put it like this. This is one thing I slipped up and did. This is when I was coaching basketball, and me and the guys who they were kind of like my assistant coaches or whatever. It was a tryouts. We was picking the team, and we didn't know none of the players' names or something. They had numbers on their back that we couldn't really see them. But I was trying to let them know which one that I like, which one that I wanted. And I said, and I pointed, and it just came on me naturally. I was like, yeah, the light skinned one. And they and both of them looked at each other and looked at me like light skin, because like half the kids was white,
Oh yeah, no idea.
It was like half the kids was white. It was like 20% some variation of other or whatever, and then like 30% black. But it must the black ones. It was some light skinned ones. So I was like the light skinned one, and they like who the hell are you talking about? So that's why I'm like, other people don't use those terms, light skinned, red bone. They don't got none of that.
That's all. Yeah, that's all our lingo, man. That's our lingo, but you can apply it across the way. You know what I'm saying? Like white folks say, what they call redhead, like gingers, right? Because like some black people with like naturally red hair. They ain't some shit we say at all. Them motherfuckers just a redhead dude. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of rare. But yeah, white folks is like yeah, he's a ginger. I'm like, ginger? What the hell is that? You talking gingerbread, ginger ale? What the hell you mean ginger?
Oh, you know what's funny? This can completely change the subject. But while I got you here, I got to pull this one out on you. Hold on. Because this is the type of shit you be on. Hold on. This is completely change the subject.
Lord. Oh, here we go.
No. This is like some conspiracy shit. Hold on.
Town Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim, she was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? You want to know what they all had in common, though? They were all writing tell-all books. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? There's too many coincidences. Fuck you, Honeycomb. We gonna get you and your little dog, too. Run as fast as cat.
All right. Are you going, Puffy? The Puffy be
Oh
offering
yeah.
people?
Oh yeah. Oh bro, without a doubt. Are you serious?
I don't be keeping up with the conspiracy shit, but man,
Puffy's got more body than a cemetery, man. Stop playing.
Straight up, like
Yeah,
that,
not even. You know what? What's the dude name? Black Rob and Craig Mack. Like, bro, if you go pound for pound, I know everybody talk about this now, but if you look over the length of like rap, like when they took this off to like commercialism, like 90s and above, bro, Puffy's undefeated on bodies, bro. Ain't nobody lost more bodies on a one record label, rap label, than Puffy, dog, hands down. And people connected to him too. You start looking around the people that coincidentally or accidentally died. Yeah, fam, that ain't no secret at all.
all those bodies that they just laid out, all of them died from like what was it, like internal respiratory issues?
Yeah,
failure of organs and shit.
Yeah,
like,
nothing a little air in a blood vessel won't fix. You feel me? I mean, allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
See, I normally don't be going on the conspiracy stuff. Kanye the one kind of ruined it for me because he was
told the truth.
He was the only one that when he was saying they, he explained who they was. And normally people say they without explaining who they is, and when they do that, I'd be like, y'all talking about the lizard people in the TV show V. If you can't nail me, if you don't know who they is, then you just talking. But Kanye sent me down some rabbit holes where now y'all got me. I ain't full blown with it, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
All I'm gonna say, Bernard, if once you see it, man, you can't unsee it. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You gonna seem crazy to everybody, but you'll be the only one to know, man. I'm telling you. Shout out to all the 10-4 hats, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, he said that's not true. There are more rappers dead from P&B rock labels.
I bet you it's not. Whoever's saying it, I bet you it ain't on one label or something. Not a label, not like a brand, bro. We're not talking Atlantic Records or Priority or like the main things. We're talking about a rap label like Bad Boy. Bad Boy the label, not the major over everybody. Of course, if you do that, then even still, Puffy's label, I promise you, got more than just Bad Boy alone. So who is P&B Rock under? Who does Bad Boy fall under overall? Does anybody know that? Someone in the chat let us know. What label does Bad Boy Records fall up under? And then tell me what label, whatever P&B Rock is represented by, falls up under.
So you're telling me so Biggie's death with P Diddy got something to do with that?
Come on, man.
Got something to do with it?
Come on, bro.
What was Biggie about to leave Bad Boy?
Well, that's a theory. There's several theories around it, but again, man, when you get into this whole sacrifice thing and whatever, bro, there's a price that's got to be paid. And like I said, in order for you to elevate or whatever, you got to give up somebody close to you. It's like it's really like some anime shit for real, right? In order for you to gain like next power level or whatever, bro, you got to give up somebody extremely close to you, And the bigger the person is you give, the bigger it helps out your career and helps your growth. And you got to think, bro, in that time, really, Biggie and Pac was like, they were rap. So if you give up somebody that's considered at the time to be, you know, anywhere from 33% to 50% of the rap game, bro, imagine how long that you know, that blood sacrifice would last, you know, going forward. And now, you know, Puffy, did they classify Puffy as a billionaire yet? Puffy's a billionaire, right?
Pretty much.
Classify as
I
a billionaire.
mean,
Yeah. All but
it's
knocking at the door, right? Just think about that, bro. Out of those dudes out of the 90s, the only one to make it out of the 90s that was in the rap game that long is him and Jay. Nobody else, not even M is anywhere close. Eminem is not even anywhere close to being a billionaire, right? But you had Puffy and you had Jay-Z, and these two guys are, you know, billionaires and still growing.
So, okay, so when you say, you know, Biggie was a sacrifice to who though? This is where the they come in. Who sacrifice to who?
Depending on what you're talking about. So I mean, you just Molech is Baal. There's plenty of, you know, occultic figures and entities and things that it could be. So it all depends on, you know, who and what it is. But at the end of the day, it's all the same, you know, ultimate, you know, evil person or whatever. So yeah.
You just said lizard people. You just said
no, not lizard. No, lizard people isn't. No, not lizard people. I said evil person. So that's the ultimate. You know, the quote unquote the devil, Satan, Saturn, whoever you want to, you know, call it or whatever. That would be the ultimate thing. Lizard people is another part of it. The reptilians, that's a theory too. Well, that's a sector of the people too. But now reptilians aren't. You don't sacrifice people to reptilians, bro. You sacrifice four and two gods.
Wait. So the reptilians are real.
Reptilians allegedly are real.
These are aliens in reptile skin that got human outer shell.
Nah, it's really so too. When you say aliens aren't really aliens as much as they are spirits from other realms. So when people say aliens, the really reference of aliens is in extraterrestrials is more of an interdimensional thing or a spiritual realm thing more so than an actual physical universe galaxy thing.
And this is where it loses me, because why do transcendental spiritual beings from other realms care about the minuscule, relatively irrelevant goings on of hip hop and who's on top and money being made? That's where it loses me when that's why I say whenever we go up the line and start asking who is the they, and then the answer turn into that, I can't go with it. That's why I say when Kanye.
Well, hold on. That's easily
okay,
explainable, Bernard. So what's the one thing that everybody is a universal language?
Money.
Well, music. No, music. Not money. Music. People that have never even experienced money, you know, uncivilized, what we consider uncivilized civilizations, right? And people, they've never even witnessed money or touched money, but they have music. Whether they make it out of their own instruments or, you know, whatever, they just hum and sing or whatever in their language, music is universal. So when you have something as powerful as music that you're able to get out to the masses and have a control over the people, especially rap music, right? To where, you know, with us, hell, you know, people hate to say it and admit it, but you know, how many people kill people over country music, right? What was his name? Johnny Cash talked about who did Johnny he shot a man or something like that, shot a man somewhere, right? But lo and behold, you know, how many white folks out here killing to that music, yet and still rap music, you get a niggas, you know, sliding, stepping, nose wiping, you know, murking, packing the nigga up, all this shit, you know, on the daily. So you got to think now, if all of that can be related back to a blood sacrifice in the name of whatever you're listening to through music, that along with abortions and stuff, right? That's a constant blood sacrifice and what you call it, offering to whatever evil entity that you're praying towards.
Oh damn. So some of it be you saying a blood sacrifice to the evil entity that you're praying, but this evil entity is something that you've actually interacted with. It ain't like people making a sacrifice to some god that they ain't never seen.
Oh no, they tell, especially in the music, it's several things you can look up here on Bernard, and they tell you, like, people literally tell you, like, hey, they used to pray over back in the day where they had the record days, like the actual records. They put actual, you know, human blood in pressing of some of these records. It was super big, and the people thought it was just rock music, right? But no, it wasn't rock music. It was music along the thing. James Brown has a thing where he talked about he met a man at the crossroads or whatever. That's him talking about pretty much making a deal with the devil. the music industry is one of the most demonic things, or you know what I'm saying, out here, bro. Because again, even if a blind man, right, a blind man can hear, right? So you don't even need music. You don't even need, you only need one, only need one sense to hear music. Even people in a coma, Bernard, have been proven to react to music, right? So their brain or whatever it be, whatever, but if it's a certain pitch or certain tempo of music, they did study on to see where, they play music and those people react to it. You heard about the plant test too, right? There's been studies done to where there are plants to where they play hard rock music or whatever to the plants, and then they play like, low classical music or whatever to one of the plants. And the plants that listen to the classical music grows up to be strong and whatever, whatnot, what have you. But the one listening to the hard, heavy metal music, that plant's growth is stunted because of the vibrations and the the tempos and all these different things. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, like I say, most people don't deal with this shit because once you see it and once you know, bro, you just don't look at shit the same. Everything's not as enjoyable.
All right. I got my disagreements on that. I know a lot of people in the plant thing is interesting. The plant thing is interesting. I can
look it up. You can look up the study.
Yeah,
look
no,
it up.
I could actually see that. I mean, we don't look at it like that, but yeah, the plant life is alive and it reacts to stimuli. So I get that 100%. I get that 100%. But I'm still always going to be saying I cut the sick straight. No, I cut it out. But no, I'm always going to be, evil dark forces and entities or reptilians that they are actually communing with and talking to, like these are beings, fallen angels, or demonic forces that somehow that P. Diddy behind the scenes actually communicate with some dark mystic force, and then he has to make decisions on that one. He had to sacrifice Biggie on that. Like that to me, that's where it leaves the room. Shout out to everybody. Shout out. Okay, we got Dane C. Let me see what he's talking about here. I can't even see that. Oh shit, hold on. All right, he says there's a theory Biggie went into witness FBI protection. It's a good theory. When Tupac died, people thought Biggie was involved and wanted him dead. Yeah, I mean that's a more grounded base level theory that people wanted people felt like Bad Boy was involved in Tupac getting shot. I mean, it was lightweight involved in that first time, but him getting shot in Vegas, they thought Bad Boy or Biggie or Puffy was somehow involved, and the people wanted Biggie shot, and I do believe that Biggie got shot in some retaliation kind of way that I don't think it came from it was like I don't think it was a major top down hit like that. It was some documentaries on it. I forgot what the general conclusion was. They pretty much solved Tupac's death and know what happened in Vegas and why and all the odds and ends, and even know who did it. They even know who did it. The Game actually said it in a damn song who did it, and like they know who did it when it comes to Tupac, but Biggie stuff is still more of a mystery, and that opened it up for the people with their theories. But John Doe in the building says PNB Rock was signed to Empire Records. 8 rappers from his label have passed. King Von, 10. Say I don't be knowing these new niggas. What is that? 10 Temptation.
Mo 3 XXX Tentacion. Young Dolph, Mo 3, Drake Hill, The Ruler, a lot of cats, Death Star. I don't even know who them last 2 niggas is. Them niggas don't even count. And you still and Puffy still got y'all beat again, or it's tied. And like I said, that's over 90-some years and shit. And then you add the other people. So that's just record labels alone, bro. Look at all the people that's done died on Bad Boy, bro. Like I said, I named most of them, but we at least at what 5, if not 6, on Bad Boy alone.
I mean, the people that started it with him is gone. You talking
about thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just counting the rappers. This lady just gave you what 3 bodies, and then you add that alone. The rappers alone, bro. No, like it's hands down. And like I said, that's a major thing. That's not just like a small label within a label. Bad Boy is like a an offshoot or whatever their major label is. But Bernard, let me say something to whoever the Machine dude is. A nigga that's got the name Machine is gonna say something about It's gonna say something about cutting the stream, fam. About you don't even know what you're calling yourself something that's involved with the same system, my guy, Mr. Genius, Mr. I'm just saying crazy shit. Machines and computers, bro, and are an extension of the entire thing. Why? Because the machines and the computer is a way to connect everybody to the source, right? To where, so in our time we was growing up, only way you could do that was a telephone. With a telephone, you can only have a phone call. You got to be able to, know who you're calling and talking to. You just can't pick up the phone and randomly call any person. The machine and the computer, though, allows instant connection with everyone across the world, my guy, Mr. Machine. So, brother, you might want to learn a lot before you open your mouth in the chat, being, silly and ignorant, because you're part of the problem. You're supporting the same thing you saying you don't believe in, young fella.
Empire Records, aren't that the TV show with Terrence Howard? Anyway, the Empire Records have passed in less than 5 years. There are only 3 rappers dead from Bad Boy. But like we just said, executives and whatnot, executives plus the rappers, that is a factor in the equation. That is a factor in the equation. But no, interesting stuff. Yeah. Let me let's see where I was at. Shit. Well, I got you the link in the chat. Anybody else want to come on up and get a.
But to the topic, Bernard, I was gonna talk about this, man. Hey, I know you shout out to all the hoes is winning niggas, man. Why y'all ain't talking about black men are winning, man? Where's the black men are winning campaign? Where's that at?
You can't.
Where's the black men are winning campaign?
You can't talk about that around here.
Also, y'all niggas so quick to motherfucking, jump on the train about, bitches or whatever, even though again a woman can't win without men. But where like Derrick Rose is doing the pop, I'm telling you, man, this sister wife shit is cranking up. Where everybody's talking about the other one too. What's the crazy California rapper dude that looked like Swaggy P?
Ain't that Blueface?
Blueface. Yeah, Blueface just spent Christmas with his baby mom, but he got the crazy Krishan chick. On the string.
He losing. He losing. Keeping around her.
Well, he losing, but I'm saying from a pussy standpoint, like, hey, he got multiples at the same time, and she knowingly knows about it, and she cool with it.
Ain't he the one that had like a bunch of chicks get a tattoo of them all at the same time?
Yeah, he had them living in the house.
Oh yeah. That's him. Yeah. He had bunk beds. He had chicks.
Well, I think that's how Krishan won out. Krishan won the whole contest.
It was a reality show.
Yeah, it was like, I don't think it wasn't on major thing. I think he was either doing it through OnlyFans or some online thing, right? Yeah, he was like, hey, you getting your tattoo? You're not getting your tattoo, get out. So pretty much he made a show of these girls that were trying to be his old lady or whatever. And Krishan, that's how she became her claim to fame, because she won out of the whole contest of all the chicks that was trying to be like, the main girl or the only girl or whatever. However he ended up to where he was.
Oh, you know what? And I seen that reality. I saw a clip of that. I saw her fighting some chick on there. So he had a whole bunch of ratchet chicks in there, basically on the goddamn combine or house, whatever, with some bunk beds. Had them doing shit. They had to get tattoos. Had them doing. I don't know if there was like stupid ratchet reality show challenges and shit, and they in there fighting and all of that stuff. But the one who won on the show, that's the one that he with and still with. And I think they doing some other kind of ratchet reality show.
Bruh, oh my God.
Yeah. I saw the little video where he stole on her dad. Like he on some ignorant stuff, but I think he is structuring. I think he's structuring it almost in a smart business way, damn near, to where he making.
Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah, reality TV, man, is the move, especially from a rapper. And he's actually taking the blueprint from the Real House, not Real Housewives. What's the Atlanta show? What's the Atlanta niggas?
Atlanta hip hop housewives of basketball.
Yeah, hip hop. Not the wives thing, but the other one. The stuff with Young Jock and Lil Scrappy. What's the name of that show?
I don't know.
But yeah, that stream, because like, bro, Young Jock was at best like a C tier rapper. He had one hit wonder, whatever, disappeared into nothingness, and then all of a sudden now he get a bag off of that reality show shit, bro, for over at least maybe 10 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Jock older than us. Jock in his mid 40s, I think, right? Jock got to be like in his mid 40s. So, and then same for Lil Scrappy. Lil Scrappy, I think, a little younger than me. So Lil Scrappy in his late 30s. And these the two dudes that were area rappers, Atlanta only. They never really got outside of Atlanta, but yet and still they're able to get into the reality TV thing, bro, and make more money than most of these rappers out here because they got a TV deal versus a record deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Like, I hate this about black folks is that it be a lot of stuff that we be looking at and be shaking our head, man. This is some ignorant ass shit. But then when you scratch beneath the surface, you find out that the person who's looking like the ringleader of the ignorant stuff is actually kind of smart and doing good business. But it's like, in order for them to do good business and make good money, they have to present as stupid. Like, if you can mastermind and think. If you could hold on real quick, if you could mastermind and think of all this stuff and chart out a plan and execute and go out and do it, I know you're smart. Like, I know you smart, but you got to get on the camera and be, yeah, man, and talking all stupid and shit. I'm like, no, like it's like they gotta pretend to be stupid in order to be successful. That pisses me off, man.
That's one of the 48 laws of power, right? And then too, like you said, that's what niggas don't respect. Niggas cannot stand in raw intelligence, Bernard. Like, I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't know who Robert Smith was until I got in this space. I never heard of him in life. This man been the richest black person on the planet, black person than African American for years running. Only thing we ever been told about was who, Bernard? Oprah. I knew Oprah was a billionaire, but since I was like, damn. I think Oprah's been a billionaire since I've been grown, or maybe my early 20s, right? Robert Smith did the same thing.
Yeah, no, about 2000, early 2000s.
Early 2000s for sure, billionaire, right? So, but yet and still, Robert Smith been surpassed her like 5 times. This man's multi-billionaire, and I never hear about him until I get in the black male space. So again, man, like you said, and that's awful raw. Him being extremely intelligent, having extreme business savvy. And all these other things, but like you say, man, niggas hate the quote unquote the right way and intelligence. It's like motherfucking kryptonite, or fucking just the worst shit ever, like roach spray for niggas. They can't stand it, bro. You'll never get off the ground if you come to if you give niggas the intelligence and the good shit right on, bro, they won't take it. You got to fool them into it.
Man, that's messed up. That's too messed up. GC in the building. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Nothing much. I want to say it's not just black people who you have smart people who portray ignorance. So you see it like with Homer Simpson, Fred Flintstone, and stuff like that. You see that a lot, where you have intelligent men write for less intelligent men, and actors acting like they're less intelligent than they are. I mean, catering to the lowest common denominator is something that's not really a uniquely black thing.
It's kind of different with a TV show where somebody wrote a character that everybody is going to laugh at. So what I'm saying is that you could look
live action.
Yeah, it's like the actual real person has to pretend to be like Seth MacFarlane. Don't have to pretend to be stupid. He speaks very intelligently. That's the creator of Family Guy and all of that. What I'm saying is, with a lot of black people, or there's no white entertainer the person who's actually out there that got to pretend to be stupid. But it's a lot of these rappers who can't speak in normal sentences. Like they can't construct a sentence in the interview. But when you look at their business model and how they did it, and how they didn't sign that bad contract that all the other artists signed in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s, they sit there, looked at the game, bypassed that, figured out how to do it independent, came up with a strategy, plot, plan, strategized, executed, and did that shit to the fullest. And I'm like, dude, you're an intelligent man. Why can't you complete a sentence in an interview?
Bernard, another great example, since you used the cartoon thing, right? Even that, right, bro? I said this and I stand on it, bro. Boondocks is probably one of the best, animated series of all time. But because Aaron Magruder was the way he was, he's extremely measured, extremely intelligent. Whenever he did interviews, he didn't come off the nigga shit, right? He made a parody of the nigga shit, and a lot of great stories and lessons could be learned from the Boondocks, but it never ever caught on. I think because of Aaron Magruder himself, because he wasn't about the nigga shit and the tap dancing and motherfucking performing bullshit when he actually got in the public. So I think that's one of the big reasons as to why Boondocks never got, you know what I'm saying, the level of notoriety that it should have had with black people. Because I say this to this day, a lot of people don't even know about, you know what I'm saying, the Boondocks. And
Really?
I guess, huh? My bad.
Really?
Yeah, bro. A lot of people don't know.
That's
A lot of
that
black
like
people.
next to the Chappelle show. That's one of my all-time favorites.
Same here, bro. Like I said, bro, I put Boondocks up against any, and for the short run it's had, you know, Simpsons been around 20 plus, damn 30 years. You know, Family Guy been around 20 some years. All these white shows, bro, they pale in comparison to the Boondocks, bro. But because again, you know,
I agree. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just agreeing.
No, you got it, man. My bad.
But no, you make a good point, and you're right. The black people do it as themselves. They do it in reality shows, and you know they're not playing a character or somebody else. You know, like Ed O'Neill was playing Al Bundy, but you know, and what's her name was playing Christina Applegate was playing Kelly Bundy. You know, that's playing a dumbed down character, but it is a character. They're not pretending like this is how I live in real life. They don't do it on reality shows, and they don't do it in interviews and stuff. So yeah, very good distinction.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing that, you know, niggas gotta pretend to be stupid in order to get notoriety or respect. What do you think about this though? Let's circle it back to the main topic. We was about to get back on the main topic. I'm asking the question: is the future of Black America? We're talking about how Derrick Rose got his wife and baby mama in pajamas on Christmas Eve. Got them in matching pajamas on Christmas Eve. With the way Black America is operating, it's clear and obvious that it ain't that. Well, it seems clear and obvious. We can keep out some idealistic hope that, you know, things could return to traditionalism, but I mean, just accepting it on its face that shit ain't going back in that direction. Is that the plausible? The plausible future in Black America, where Black people just need to accept it, embrace it, is going to be blended families, quit all the arguing, quit all the fighting, put the shit under one roof. It's probably better for the kids, better for the community, and threesomes. But you know, so like, do you think that's the future of Black America? People doing shit like that.
I do know that that's the direction that America is going in. However, I don't think it's sustainable. You know, you can't have a situation where, you know, men on top have 3 women and men at the bottom have, you know, no women. Like in mass, that's just not going to work. You know, no one wants to live in a society where Michael B. Jordan just knocks on your door and take your bitch. Like that's just that'll just like upset the apple cart something tremendously. And it's not that the people who aren't Michael B. Jordan are going to rebel openly or hostily or anything like that. But what you're going to see, and shout out to Alan Roger Curry when you talk about the Beta Male Revolution, it wouldn't be a violent revolution or anything like that. What would happen is people will just stop. People will just stop doing what they're doing to keep the country running, because it's going to come a point where it's no point.
Well, I think it would turn into a violent revolution if it got to the if it got as gangster as what you're saying, to the point to where Michael B. Jordan of the world literally just had 1,000 bitches in a mansion, and then, you know, regular Joes, you know, even above regular Joes. I mean, it would get to a point where even the above average dude would be lacking in options if it truly came to that. But I don't think it would go to that point, because it's regular dudes with regular money knocking down regular, regular or, you know, nice looking, decent, cute chicks, and be having, you know, both of them pregnant, be having babies by multiple women. So that's why I'm like, go ahead.
Bernard, it's niggas with short legs out here getting decent women. Bernard, you know, remember like when you was a kid, you used to have the old dudes used to have the one long leg, one short leg, and they had that tall shoe. It's a dude on Instagram or Twitter. He's a sneakerhead, right? And this dude
I saw that shit.
You saw it? See, Bernard, niggas gotta be making it up.
He got a soul on like on some Nikes that's like that damn big.
Thank you, Bernard. See, people think I just be making this up for entertainment, but I don't.
This was the video. He stood next to his chick, and he was like, "This how much taller she is than me on my good leg, and then this how much taller she is than me on my short leg." And then he got on his short leg.
Yeah, man. See, man, even short leg niggas are winning, man. I'm gonna need y'all to start this Black Men Are Winning campaign, man. These actual, you know, disabilities. with physical disabilities are out here, man. You niggas ain't getting no pussy. Y'all can't get no women. Look, bro, y'all help the people make this place look bad, bro. According to everybody outside of this space, bro, all you niggas just angry with women. You can't get women. You hate black women. You're only getting your passport because you can't get no pussy here. So I'm telling y'all, man, you making your own life or your own image a lot harder when y'all go along with one side of the bullshit, but you don't support yourself.
You on point, fantastic. You on point like that. The narrative, yeah. It should be a campaign to change the narrative. I will say it's like a incel part. It's an incel space that's not really in this space, but they kind of, when we criticizing how modern women operate, they do like a lot of the shit that we're saying because it gives them their excuse as to why they can't get no ass. But the incel portion of the space, and I shouldn't even say of the space, because they ain't even really, they not really part of this. They, but people like to lump all that together, and then they start making the argument. Well, I don't have them problems with women. Well, I ain't never sat here and said I had personal problems with women. I just analyzed. I just analyzed the bullshit that these women be on that society try to sweep under the rug, and society sweeping that shit under the rug makes it possible for this bitch to do something like that and people not call it out. It's like so that's where I'm coming from with it when I'm criticizing women. But it's never was from a point of I can't get no ass. So you are right that it do need to be a more of a concerted pushback against that narrative. I'm with you. Control our own image.
I always looked at that as kind of strange because like people who volunteer like at Loaves and Fishes or something like that, they don't say I don't have a problem getting food. It's a very weird thing that they do. Like you don't have to have that particular problem to understand that the problem exists.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's projecting or what, but it's very strange.
Well, that's where they get into the derailment of the conversation attack, or just trying to figure out a way to, like I always say, to kick legs out from under the table that somebody else's platform is built on. That's what that is. Even up to the point of straw man and making it seem like the person covering a topic on his YouTube channel is crying in the shower at night because he can't get no ass. Like that turns into that turns into part of just the straw man to shit on the space. But go ahead. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's a lose-lose because the only way to counter that is to receipts or whatnot, and then gain validation through your own personal sex life, and then by that logic, the only way a leader of the manosphere can be valid is if he gets validated by women, which puts you in which puts women in
exactly
over you. So they're trying to set up a lose-lose with that. And yeah, it does suck. So yeah, go for it.
What's crazy though, Jane? They don't even realize that. So we're smart enough to pick that out, but they don't even see that they're putting us in a logical trap. That's not even their intention. Their true intention is, nigga, you don't get no pussy. I get more pussy to you, right? But if you were to come back like you said and say, hey, well, come on, bro, you serious? Like, bro, what I'm saying? Take whoever individual. You think a person that's able to garner enough of a personality, charisma, intelligence, intellect, whatever, get up here for hours on end, hold 100 strangers, complete and total strangers, which include women, for hours on end, is not gonna be able to get no pussy outside the internet, dog, for real. Right. And even at the very least, like I said, if that was the case, bro, all of us have occupations, right? If you wanted to be a tricker nigga, I can just go buy it. And that's the worst case scenario. So even in that case, because it's some niggas that can't even buy it. It's some niggas that just so bad off, so horrible that it's like, nah, fam, I'm good. I'll pass up. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, like you said, they don't even understand. That's why I say most of these niggas are dummies. Most of these niggas, man, just, I don't know. A lot of people, it's just a lot of, niggas that want to see everything burn, bro. So that's why they go with a lot of the bullshit, but all the negative, none of the positive.
Well, I mean, a lot of brothers was born in ashes, so they're just used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it like this. I would argue that average dude may not be able to pull that off with pull that off with 8s and 9s. I get it, but my thing is there's a lot of I mean, okay, game changer. Game changer. You've mentioned that you've had a threesome before. I've messed with two chicks at the same time, and they knew what was up and what the deal was, and they were eventually, you know, it kind of blew up because one of them got jealous. You know, sometimes threesomes go awry if a chick feel like you. I don't know if they count the pumps, and if you spend too much attention on one other one, then one of them get mad. I don't know. Anyway, but either way it go, what the point that I'm making is what he's doing right there. I don't think you got to be rich to pull that. I know you don't got to be rich to pull that off. You probably got some bread to successfully maintain it for a long time. Yeah, like I said, chicks will get fickle on some little shit, and then the whole thing will just crumble and come to an end. But the fact that I matter in the name of shout out to Fantastic, I may do a Black Men Are Winning series, man. Like we might have to do something like that. A Black Man.
Bernard, y'all mentioned Lupita earlier. Did y'all, even though he ain't no nigga, he an African nigga. He like the original nigga, right? Y'all seen who Lupita married?
Well, he was very average.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah.
I've seen his picture. I don't know if he's rich, but he's very average as far as physical appearance.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's extremely average, and he's rich, but he makes less money than her. So his net worth is half of hers. So he's still a millionaire guy or whatever. But we're talking Lupita Nyong'o, bro. You know, one of the most beautiful women on the planet. You know, chocolate. You know, they claim we don't like dark skinned women and shit or whatever, right? But again, that woman is beautiful regardless, no matter what the skin tone is. But you know, she's chocolate and beautiful. And the nigga she picked, dog, out of all the men she had access to, and you know, in a choice of choosing, look at what she chose. I mean, shout out to the brother, but the nigga looked like an African Bam Bam Bigelow, man. Come on now.
Well, I mean, she's prettier than he is handsome. I mean, I feel that all relationships should be that way.
Hold on, I'm trying to do a screen share right now of this nigga. I picked a picture that don't put him in the best light.
That is his best light picture. And he got on a banana yellow, if I remember right, like a banana yellow suit, I guess in their wedding or some shit. I don't know. You know, African niggas ain't got no kind of style. So I tell you, y'all niggas can't dress for shit unless y'all got them dashiki, not them dashikis, but them robes on. Unless African niggas got on their royal family garb, trash. African niggas the only niggas that'll put on a full button down polo to do everything. They play soccer in it, they mow the lawn in it, they go to work in it. Them niggas do everything in a full button down, but
I'm just trying to figure out why do he got on like a pink Erykah Badu rag on his head?
Yeah,
what is going on with that?
I was thinking that too.
That's why I said this ain't.
It might be cultural, but that's not.
No, I don't. You don't rock a pink Erykah Badu rag with a damn horseshoe nose ring. Like something is not right here.
Yeah, it's very non-binary.
Yeah. Look at that shit. He got the damn horseshoe nose ring.
Oh, that's a different dude. I don't think that's the one she married, fam. What's the date on that? That ain't it. That's not the one she married. No. That's
okay. Cool.
No,
okay.
married.
Right,
no.
Cool. Let me take that one down. I just typed in.
Yeah, man, you can't. Hey, that's a dark skinned dude, man. He a little off with the head wrap. But come on now, we ain't finna get no disrespect to the dark skinned delegation now. Come on
if you part of the dark skinned delegation and you got on a pink Erykah Badu
rag, we gotta give him a
nose ring. He got to get this work.
But hey, at the same time, he's slaying Lupita. So hey, it cancels out Bernard. Hey, your wins and your losses, baby. His wins is bigger than his losses.
I think this is the dude. He got like a boosie fade.
Yeah, he got a pudge, bro. He's a little pudgy dude. He's actually look like they're either the same height or he's a little shorter than her. He looked like an African nigga, brown skin African dude. You know, pot belly and all.
All right. Pot belly too. Okay, I can't find it because this don't look like the dude. This is somebody with a boosie fade and some glasses. I can't find him, but I just take y'all word. All right. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, the moral of the story is this: the man is winning.
She's prettier than he is handsome, you know, and that's how.
And more successful than he is.
Yeah, that's something, that's here nor there. But I think that all relationships should consist of women who are prettier than the man is handsome. I mean, if you don't have that by a reasonable margin, then the women get like Aisha Curry. They just get uncomfortable in the situation.
Mm-hmm. One would argue that though, if she's significantly prettier than what you are handsome, that will give her the point that there's a different type of uncomfort. Her having that uncomfort of I could do better. You don't think that comes as much of a problem?
Well, she can do better. Like that, she wouldn't be able to sustain better. And furthermore, the reason why you have that gap is one, she's supposed to have that security in the relationship, meaning that, he's not going to be out catting around because she is the most attractive woman that that he could possibly get with, type feeling. I mean, think about it. Like, say if a female 8 was to get with a male 9, like, yeah, she could definitely. How comfortable would she feel in that relationship at all times, like over the expand of time? So that's one thing. Another thing is it's diminished. You're taking the derivative of it. You're not taking the graph in as it is. She will diminish and you will appreciate in value. Therefore, throughout the entirety of the relationship, it evens out.
Yeah, no, that is very true. That is very true. You
Like even in Lapita's situation with the money, her success is tied largely to her current physical appearance. Now, she may have a successful career after her looks fade, but I doubt it. Like Halle Berry isn't hidden like that anymore. As far as like, what's the last movie you've seen her in? I mean, are people paying $10 million to see her tits again? Like, so all women diminish, and him, because his wealth is tied to something other than his looks, obviously, is going to appreciate over time. Whether it's in real estate, whether it's in tech, it's going to appreciate over time. He's going to become more valuable. She's going to become less valuable. However, because she gave him the better deal in the beginning, it evens out in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I definitely see that. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Support the stream. Support the stream. We had to find a little Cash App scroll down there. Support the stream. Do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming on through. But like we was saying with the main topic here, I don't know if I got your exact response when I was talking about regular guys could pull that off to the point to where it wouldn't turn into a cultural situation where rich guys was hoarding 1,000 chicks. I think so. When I say it could be the future, I'm basically talking about
No, it won't be a problem.
I'm talking about pockets of polygyny, so to speak, where I guess a world where women come to the understanding that they kind of sharing dudes anyway.
Yeah.
Even I'm talking about the regular chick that's messing with the regular dude that make $65K and he got a little something he mess around with on the side, or both of them kind of on the side and they sharing them anyway. It's like it does eventually get to a point to where he got kids about one of them, or then got kids about both of them. So it's been an ongoing thing for a minute. It do end up turning into a situation where a certain level of acceptance would have to come into play with that, because I definitely don't see modern women pushing things towards back a 1-to-1 situation until they get somewhere between 35 and 40, and then they're like, oh, 1-to-1 monogamy and this or that or blah blah blah. That's where they pull it to when they get to that point. But when they at their youngest and their hottest, they want to be as single and free for as long as possible. That's how many of them operate. And so it's like, and if that ain't going nowhere, if all the feminist ideals and women having their freedom and doing what they want and having a whole phase and slut walks and this or that, and that's just how they living and that's how they operating, and it gets to a point to where, okay, you're going to end up pregnant by one of these dudes that you're messing around with. You're going to end up in a de facto situation. Even if y'all don't get together, put on matching pajamas, y'all going to be in a situation where y'all have shared the seed of a same man. And so it get to the point to where might as well go in and accept it and be damn near under one roof with the shit. Do you think it could feasibly operate like that?
Well, yeah, we're talking about the top 1% of men, and yeah, if 1% of men,
I'm not talking about that's why I took it to just a regular dude making $65K and he got a couple baby mamas.
Well, if he's with you're talking about if he's with them at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, so if he's non-remarkable in every way, meaning that he's a 65K dude, in addition to that, he's an average-looking, averagely charismatic dude, yeah, then it wouldn't sustain at that point. Because there wouldn't be enough women for that. There'll be another average 65K who just by, poor luck of circumstances, won't get anything. And, that's going to create a hostile situation. Because at that point, like I say, he's not, and I see it with younger generation. A lot of these fucking little vape niggas and video game niggas.
Niggas.
Go ahead. This it's a whole generation. There's one not too far from my place. It's a fucking vape store full of young niggas just do nothings, right? I think that's a result of things like that. I think that's a result of the 80-20 rule. It's like there's no drive to do better because they're so far from actually being the dude with the 2 pajama bitches that it's really no motivation and drive. I was thinking like, man, when I was your age, I was always out looking for ass or getting ass. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is vape better than pussy? Like, what the fuck? Is vape the new pussy? Like, this generation is there's a large segment of this generation. Shout out to people like Austin, but there's a large segment of the younger generation that don't feel that it's reasonably obtainable, and therefore they don't even try. And that's would be the result if half of the 65K average looking dudes started getting double and then the other half gets none. I mean, 1%, the top 1% taking 2% of women, that's nothing, especially since women outnumber men. But no, if you have 50% of the population, with 2 and the other 50 with none, then shit like that becomes problematic. Then that's when niggas start vaping.
Yeah, so I got it. We need to send like 60% of men off. That's what they used to do. They send like 60% of the men off to war to die. So those who didn't die would have, 1 man for every 4 bitches.
True, but and that's the problem with America. That's the problem with it's a first world problem because Americans don't die much in war. They don't. But yeah, it would be nice, like, if you could just go to the vape store and start, drafting niggas. That would solve that problem.
That's why we have war. Yeah, I think that somewhere wars have been fought for that reason. It's like we got the number of men and women are too equal. We got to get rid of some of y'all. Let's start a war with somebody and just send half of y'all packing. Go die so we can have a better man to woman ratio. But anyway, we got Rod God in the building. What's going on?
What up, BR? Yeah, man. No, with Derrick Rose, I'm about to say Derrick Jackson. With Derrick Rose, man, where he messing up is, in my opinion, like I wouldn't have that in front of my son because number one, I want to teach my son that number one, they should be in competition with each other. Like, me, I always take it back to the Bible, man. Jacob with Rachel and what's her name? Leah. Leah was the ugly sister who the dad tricked him into marrying, so he had to marry both of the sisters. And they hated each other guts. And because of that, they would be competing. Like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that so you can come in my bed tonight and sleep with me. That's how he had the 12 kids. They end up being the 12 tribes of Israel. So that's how it should be. Like, go back to the Bible. They should hate each other's guts. They should be competing for you. And you should also show your son.
Man, hold on. Time out. In today's world, they hating each other's guts and competing. That mean a lot of bricks through your car windows and slash tires. Now, come on now.
Nah, man. Not if you that type of dude, you this Derrick Rose or Andrew Tate type of dude, then no, that's not true, right? They supposed to have them in line.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I get there's a level of competition, but I don't think that's healthy for them hating each other. But one of them should be like, I'm gonna look the prettiest for them. I'm gonna bake the nicest cake for them. Like if they competing on some feminine shit, I'm gonna look the best, smell the best, and and stay in the most shape and in the best shape and all of that. And that's cool. That's cool. But if they hate each other, then that's somebody gonna end up getting knocked into the Christmas tree in that damn picture.
Hey, didn't he sleep with his daughters?
No, bro. What are you talking about? No, that never happened. No.
I didn't read the Bible.
I get it. You thinking about Lot. Lot's daughters got him drunk and assaulted him. Yeah. But that's not.
Wasn't that Noah?
That was Lot. Oh, wait. No, that was Lot. Lot's daughters did that to him. Noah's daughters had men. No, that was Lot.
Oh, somebody they gazed upon his nakedness and he threw a fit about it or something. I don't.
Yeah, that was
Ham. That's where we come from. We come from Ham. Ham.
That's not where we come from. Ham is Phoenician. We're not Phoenician.
No. I think we come from Ham. Everything about Ham speaks to black people.
No, they try to say that because he was cursed to serve others, and put with the mark. But no, he landed in a place now called Lebanon, which is Phoenicia, and that's in Asia. That's not.
Well, I mean, you have to keep in mind the whole world had been wiped out. So wherever they landed, they then spread out from there. And Ham went to Africa. This is not.
He didn't go to Africa. He went to Lebanon.
Okay, well, I don't know which stuff. Go look in the Bible that gives his story, tells his story. Ham, the descendants of Ham, are Africans. We Egypt, Africa on down.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Like that's the reason that black people don't eat ham. No, I'm joking.
But no, bro. And then the other point I was making, okay, I see your point, Bernard, about maybe not hating each other, but there should definitely be a fierce competition that's respectful because of the man. And then number two, I don't want my son thinking that is like, to be honest, it's inappropriate. Like the wife should have certain rules. The wife should never be compromised in that way. Like, do you disagree?
I hear you. I hear you on that. I mean, like she is, in pimp terms, she would have to be the bottom bitch, definitely. Right. But so yeah. But I don't know if she was compromised. But yeah, the chick that's not married to him, would have to be second in command.
Yeah, it should ain't no woman naturally trying to decide. It's one thing to be like cordial, but like in the house, in pajamas with us, in the kid, I get it, but like, I don't know. Like for me, I will always I do think it's important if you're going to get married, the wife should be top bitch. I don't know what this pimps up, but I guess bottom bitch mean top bitch.
I don't know how pimps do it. I just know in Hustle and Flow that the term bottom bitch was used in the context of meaning the top bitch. That's all I know.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna end up raising your son to think that the wife and the baby mama or the main chick and the side chick, can stand in the same place, and they really can't. You really have to. And this is not on no pimp stuff. This is just on, in my opinion, manhood. If you're gonna give a woman your name, that should carry some weight, and you can't be like letting some other chick, stand beside her like that. To me, that's foul. Judge up here.
Judge Zilla in the building. What's going on? What you got, man?
Hey! Thank you for having me up. Pleasure being here. Thank you. I got a couple of points. I got to get some clarification here. I don't know if I heard wrong or not. Okay. So first with Game Changer, the numbers do actually work out for regular to have more than one woman who's of regular status within their household, given the outnumbering of women to men, specifically in the Black American community.
Yeah, well, I think we overblow those numbers.
Isn't it like 51 or 52 to 48?
Yeah, but not everybody's. Again, you're not going to get 100% participation.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No. The math is just really just to put a general point out there.
Right.
Is that it can't be done in mass. I mean, yeah, if we lived in a society where, and I know people like to say, oh, in Atlanta is 7-1. No, it is not 7-1. That's
no,
retarded.
I've heard 17-1 in Atlanta. That's a goddamn lie.
It's not, and it's not that. It's not even
Okay,
2 to
hold
1.
on. I got the date. Okay, this is across the no, this is with black folks. All right. So from the age 18 to 34 is 50-50. It only get to 47 if you look for black people. Black from 35 to 64, because Negroes start dying early. RIP to the men connected to the black manosphere that have died before the age of 64. Like, goddamn, I think 4
1 second.
years.
And this is assuming that these women would be marriageable women, right? This is not assuming
that's true.
whole women, right? This is assuming these women are marriageable.
But no, but my main point is, if you look right where it says 18 to 34, then go over to black males, it's 47% of the population. And so like that, to me, that's a non-issue, because once we start getting up into, once we get past, 45, 47, 50, we talking about grandmamas at that point. Like, so yeah, and that, so when they talk about black women outnumbering black men, it's over the 65 mark is where it gets to the point to where they live longer, and that's where it comes from. But from 0 to 34 is 50-50, and those are prime breeding, prime mating, prime marrying ages where it matters. So that's why I always debunk that one. But go ahead.
Maybe I guess okay, so that's been debunked. That was my first place. But my second stage on that was, given if I conflate, right? And again, I'm doing dirty. I haven't looked any of this shit up. If I conflate the general information that we have on pregnancies and out of wedlock children and baby daddyisms, if we conflate those statistics, it seems like it's something that could logically work out. With those, if we conflate those, I know I talk about bad math and I'm using bad math. I apologize, but is anybody following my argument?
Not at all.
Well, I mean, it actually works against it, because what you're saying is that there are fewer marriageable women, and which would mess with the ratio and it means that it's more eligible men than women. And a guy taking more than one woman is taking from the fewer eligible women that are out there.
No, opposite.
Essentially what's going on.
The opposite. I'm saying, if we're assuming, right? So if we're not taking our argument, right, typically in the manosphere, right, that these are non-marriageable women, right? The majority of women are non-marriageable because of hoish stylings, right, of the Western civilization, right? And if we're taking that argument out, and we're taking that argument out, and we're just doing the number of women, if we're doing conflating the 80-20 rule, the number of women with multiple baby daddies, and who are essentially, as Bernard said, essentially living polygamous lifestyles anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it would be much different, but I think that the women who are living polygamous lifestyles now are satisfying more than one man.
That's
where if it was more like what we seen with the pajamas, or what we seen in the link that I sent in Bernard's private chat.
My bad. Let me look at that.
Yeah, no worries.
That's actually a fair argument.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, those women are completely off the market. So I don't know. I see like a whole vape nigga generation coming where young men aren't meeting their full potential, because their full potential still wouldn't be enough. And that's because the market has shifted to, the how can I say, the extraordinarily exceptional men.
It's shifted. It's definitely shifted into concubinism. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's what Andrew Tate was talking about when he was saying that it's going to become highly polarized and highly competitive. And I agree with that it is going in that direction. Now, I want to know like what the men on the opposite side are going to do about that. Because he feels that they should just, all just compete to be in the top, 0.1%, which I can understand him feeling that way, being a competitive fighter, but it just doesn't work that way. Some people,
that's not in the age of technology where 99.9% are going to go against the 1%. I don't like the way those odds stack up for that 0.1%.
And what Tate doesn't realize, this is Tate's blind spot, is he doesn't realize how strong physical sexual attraction. Oh shit, my bad, I dropped my phone. Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
My bad. Yeah, Andrew Tate, he has a blind spot in terms of physical attraction. Like at the end of the day, these are base human desires and drivers. Women are always gonna fuck men who they find attractive, regardless how much money he has. That's never going away. So it's not gonna be this like, unless you are the top 1%. No, you're always, if you look a certain way, you will always get women. That's never gonna go away.
Yeah, as far as that whole just be the top 1% argument, if you're a dating coach or a life coach and you're giving individual life coaching to an individual man, that is technically the right answer, to just tell him to be the best you could be all you could be, go out there and grab the bull by the horn and kick the lion in the nuts, do whatever, go conquer the world. All right, that's good individual advice to an individual person. But if you're looking at it from a macro standpoint and trying to figure out what's the best way for society to function, that's not a plausible answer. That's a good individual look in the mirror and do the be all you could be, answer.
Exactly.
But it's not you're not being a social scientist when you're being a good individual one-to-one life coach, but you're being a shitty social scientist if you're saying just go be the top 1%. So and that's where people run into problems in these conversations. They can't separate the macro from the micro like that. But
that's a perspective thing, right? I think it's a big perspective thing here. Look at, he's already within the top 1% by being a champion kickboxer. How many of those exist in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to make this blow up and take the. Oh wait, no, I found a better way to do it.
Let alone his money and everything else now, right?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm about to play this clip because I think Game Changer just sent me a clip here that has some relevance to the conversation. I'm just trying to figure out a better way to play it. I had to upload it, and it should be coming up pretty damn soon. Give me a second because I wanted to.
No worries. I do have one thing for Rod of God.
Yeah, go ahead while we wait for the clip.
So, Rod of God, did I mishear you when you said that men should compete against each other for women, and that
no, let me stop you right. I said the women, you know how the topic is with these two chicks with Derrick. I was saying the women should be fiercely competing instead of being all friendly buddy.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that either, but okay.
Competition is good, bro. Like
I know, no,
but
but
great product.
No, I think we agree with that. Like if those two women are competing to try to make sure that they look the best or bake the best pie or keep themselves in the best shape or suck the best dick, if they competing on that, then that's fine. But I mean, yeah, you don't.
Right, but that's how we socialize. That's how we socialize now, right? That's not been for the majority of human history in which there were these positions. That was not necessarily that's not the dynamic that they operated in previously. They worked together for the harmony of the household from which they were under.
No, the fuck they didn't. Those women hated each other's guts, but they knew to keep that shit in check.
Again, the roof is the man.
Right. But you see, my point is that it wasn't like these two women. You can tell. Like, I would not be surprised if they done bust each other down. Like you can tell, like they that friendly. But it's like, yo, it really should be competition there, man. And in all of history, that's how it was. That's why I brought up Jacob with the ugly sister and the bad bitch sister.
I think there's some competition, but to say that there was more competition versus cooperation, I think it's a disingenuous position.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there was no cooperation. I'm saying that there can be cooperation, but at the top level is the competition. And in my opinion, I don't see a lot of competition between those two women.
You got a Game of Thrones happening under your own house and under your own roof all the time. That's not
it shouldn't be on the same roof.
You said it shouldn't be?
Nope, it should not. It should not. Like with Laban and with Jacob and Leah and Rachel. Leah ugly ass lived in another house. Jacob lived in the house with Rachel, and Leah was always like praying. She'd go get mandrakes and all kind of shit. Like, I want the dick tonight. And she would even like trick Rachel, like, I get to get the dick tonight if such and such happen. Like, that's how it should be, bro. I'm just saying.
Did the Bible say? Did the Bible say she was ugly? Because you just said,
oh yeah. The Bible said
ugly
she
ass. Okay,
she was
but the Bible said her ugly ass had to sleep in another house.
Basically, yeah.
In those
Roddy
words.
Rod translation, yeah.
all right. Larry M in the building says it's fun, but it won't last. I think he's talking about the having two women under the same roof situation, circumstance, or whatever. I think that's what he's referring to. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. I want to roll this tape. And see what GC got here and what this tape and how this relates to the conversation that we're having. Let's go. I don't see what the point of that was.
No, well, the point was he seems to be a regular guy with two attractive mothers of children living in the same house. I think that one of them is his legal wife, and the other two, he has three total, and the other two are de facto wives, or just non-legally sanctioned wives.
So where you eat.
It's worked out successfully in that.
In this regard, it did,
in most
because,
African and Arab cultures.
Yeah, and
because they have a whole government.
He was with them for several years, judging by the age of their children. So it can work on an individual basis. I'm just saying that would create a chasm that would be problematic.
But in Muslim countries, the whole government, the whole political system is built to facilitate that.
Okay, well, you also have it working out pretty solidly in most Central and South American countries, and France and Italy.
Same thing. Culturally, it is so taboo to create trouble for your men in those societies. It goes against everything about that society. That's just not the case in the West.
Right, but you can but you that's the thing is, like, the culture can be. Like, of anything else, the culture can be shaped more than what do you want to call them? Character, right? The individual, the overall culture can be shaped more than individual character, right? Which will have an impact upon individual characters.
I agree, but it's like La La Land in the West, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't advise anybody actually really truly pursue this again, because I don't think anybody should be getting married here in the West, especially well, I don't think that men should be getting women out find to marry each other and let them go through the bullshit.
Shout out to Theo. Salute Theo. Yo, homies. Leo Anthony is saying, nah, he seems like he got money and taking care of two young broads. If you're talking about the clip Game Changer just played, that dude didn't seem like he got money. And I think in a lot of situations like that, and this is going to rub some people the wrong way, but the women be actually working in the situation. It doesn't manifest itself always in a situation where he's showing up offering, so much money to where they're willing, he's bartering and trading with these women on some, I have this money, so drop your need for a monogamous relationship and come be with me. No, when it manifests itself organically, it end up being a situation where a dude just got two separate women who just think the world of him for whatever reason that they think the world of him is not necessarily a negotiated, horse traded barter trade system. I offer this, I need y'all to give me this type of situation. I don't think it organically plays out like that.
I agree.
I think the argument organically makes itself that way. Look, here's the situation. All three of you are pregnant. Now, I can put you all up in an individual apartment by yourself, but look, anytime you want to do anything, go anywhere, get anything done, what do you got to do? You got to get a babysitter, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or we could all be under this one roof. You guys can split the household chores so that you're not all cleaning the toilet at the same time. You're not all doing all the dishes at the same time, the laundry at the same time. It's all like, so you relatively basically get one person goes and picks up my dry cleaning and does the other one does the groceries, the other one watches the kids, right? Essentially, like, you can have your life being so much more easier in this position. We're all three of you are knocked up.
I don't even like
the option is this or that. Which one makes more sense to you?
I don't like being around, like, if I want a side chick, I don't even want to be around her when I'm with my main chick. Like, I don't enjoy her like
you need the side chick on the side.
Exactly, bro. It's not even like, and you know how women actually are. Have you ever been in a situation like with multiple women at once? Like, bro, like, it can turn left so fast. Like, they putting this shit up on Instagram. Trust and believe, it wasn't that smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not in an environment where women believe that they're the prize. No, it doesn't. It's not gonna. That's why, again, that's why you were saying something earlier, Bernard. You were saying that for the Tate, right? That's a bad social scientist, right? It's a good coach, but a bad social scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in league with that a little bit is to say, right? Oh my God, it's horrible that a man would want to. Right? Women, feminists, and women are. It's horrible that a man would want 3 wives. Why does he need more than 1 wife? Right? But if you say, well, a woman, what about a woman who has multiple, multiple boyfriends or husbands? Well, that sounds like it'd be a good idea. Like, in an environment where women can see themselves as the prize because men feel the need to compete for them attentions and entertain and occupy them, it's definitely not going to work out. But if you're able to access environments where that's not the case, then that dynamic is greatly diminished in favor of another dynamic that says, the man is the prize. The man is the reason why I'm not on the fucking streets or sleeping on a concrete floor.
Well, that don't work nowadays because they can either by working a little regular job or the state or whatever, that they know that they're not going to be out on the streets or sleeping on a concrete floor. So in the West, you really can't sell that concept.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Samuels did try to, inception them with the notion of, having a greater general value of men, because the only reason that they're able to function the way they function is because men built and civilized a society that even a woman who just armed with the ability to type 40 words per minute can thrive and survive in a relatively safe world by herself, so we end up in a situation where you can't really sell to them the value of men. That's why it ends up just being an emotional thing that they just feel, like I said before, they'll end up operating in that way where they'll be willing to share a man of 2 women separately just for whatever emotional reason, think the world of this guy. It don't even got to be his money. It's like it's all based on their emotions, and their emotions are very volatile. So it's all on their emotional whims. It's not a
their
matter
emotions
of,
are allowed to be volatile in this environment.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why ultimately what I'm getting to here is to say this is, again, is to recommend that men, specifically black men that are productive, seek to gain entry into other environments in which they are the prize.
Agreed.
And your options are better.
Yeah. No, agreed. Yeah, we all, excuse me, we all agree with that one. We all definitely agree with that one. Yeah, this environment is a whole nother thing. And even when you look at the people who are basically just saying, just be that dude, be that guy, be the top G. I'm just and credit the Andrew Tate joke, but just be top G. It's basically shit. I forgot what I was saying. That joke threw me off. But no, what that comes down to is they're saying in this modern world, it's almost like they're saying, in order to win, basically you have to be whatever it is that the women are saying they want. Like, work hard, grind, tap dance to be that, and then then the world is your oyster. You know,
it's again, it's a big complaint I hear with Jordan Peterson, right? Jordan Peterson basically, yeah, I know it all sucks, just do it anyway.
Yeah, and it's strange. It's oddly, it's kind of like
it sucks. Not only does it suck, not only are you going to get burned and hung out to dry, just do it anyway.
Exactly, and it's kind of a feminist. It's kind of a feminist posture, in my opinion, because it's saying, I mean, number one, all men know we're gonna put aside those men who don't have that chip in them. Most men know, go out, bust your ass, be successful. Like, that's just innately in us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like to say, like, you know, go out and be a top 1%, and then women will do what the fuck you want to do. It's kind of feminist. It's like, no, if you are a masculinist, then what it should be is any man who is worth his weight in salt, which means he works and he produces, that he is entitled to a woman. There's so many fucking ugly people in this world. Like, come on, bro.
Well, see, here's the thing. This is the thing. Again, I'm neither a feminist nor a masculinist, right? I'm an egalitarian. Every person who is an adult has their own agency. And you operate within relationships with people being reciprocal. If you buy me lunch, hey, I owe you drinks or dinner. If Rado God pays for my movie ticket, then I got the tickets to the ball game next time.
Exactly.
Right? You have it's a reciprocal thing. So I don't diminish women. I don't elevate women. Hey, we're adults. We make these things and we operate as. When you choose to not do that, and you're in an environment that's designed for it not to be equal and reciprocal, well, you need to find another. Or you need to either figure out a way to manipulate the environment to work in the way that you want to, or go to environments that already work more in line with what you want, the way that you want them to work. So,
real quick, go ahead. No, go ahead. Did you finish?
That's pretty much it. So, given that's the case, those are the options that are in front of us. When they fit, they fit. When they don't, they don't. And you know, that's about it. I got to get back to work. Thanks, Bernard, for having me up. Thanks for Rod and GC for addressing my situation, my questions there, and have a great day.
No, thank you, absolutely, Judge. Thank you. Consular Murray in the building. He says you have to be worth $250 million to fly private jets. LMAO. I don't know how much you got to be worth to fly private jets, but I forgot who it was. I think it was Method Man that was saying these dudes who be allegedly flying private jets. He's like, where all that money come from? He was breaking down how much it actually costs to efficiently do it. To where if you go in here and you go in there, you on tour and you flying private jet from city to city, it's like, nah. That he was talking about you paying $15,000, you know, every time or something like that. I don't know for sure exactly how it worked, but he was basically saying they ain't got money like that. But shout out to Consular Murray. Do appreciate you coming on through and super chatting. Now, when Judge said feminist and masculinist, it made me want to look up the definition of masculinist.
I thought I made up the word.
Yeah, and it says to advocate for male superiority or dominance. But when you look up the definition of feminist, it basically said to believe in equality of the sexes.
Wow.
So you see how they play with the terms on that one. Like
mask off.
Yeah, that they out cold for that one, man. Because hold on, wait. Feminist, an advocate of women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes. A person, and then masculinist is, make sure I'm reading it exactly as it says. There's two definitions. One of them says characterized by or denoting attitudes or values held to be typical of men. That's the fairer definition. But the other definition they got, an advocate for male superiority and dominance. So it's
and the thing is, if you masculine, like, we should be masculinists. We should be advocating. To be honest, I don't have a problem with the definition because it's the truth. You know, like that men are dominant. You know, so, and if men are dominant, a man is dominant whether he's a top G or whether he is just a man working his ass off, providing for himself and has the ability to provide for a wife and children. And it's feminine to say, no, that's not enough.
Yeah, and that's why I always say that most women, in that sense, are masculinist because what do they all want? They all want a man who's successful and dominant and making a lot of money and has power and has this. Like, y'all are the biggest masculinist. Of all these chauvinistic high performing men of the patriarchy, is like they all want to pull they want to pull one of them out the pack to have them for themselves, but then the rest of them, hey, you guys cut it out with all that dominance and suppressing of women. I just want to pull one of you out of the group to have for myself so I can benefit from it, but the rest of you cut it out. It's like that's really their argument when you take away all the fluff and the feathers. That
sounds exactly like the thinking of a machine to me. Shout out Morpheus.
Oh wow. Damn. You related that back to the Matrix. You related that back to the Matrix real good. No, that was solid. That was solid right there. I liked that. I liked that. But
hey,
no, shut up.
Was it just me, or did Brittany Renner look like she wants to smash Andrew Tate?
Of course she did. He is her part. He is the ideal. He is her. In her mind, this is how delusional Brittany Renner is. In her mind, Andrew Tate, she had a chance to bag Andrew Tate the way Sierra bagged Russell Wilson. Like that. In her, like she had her natural hair out, by the way. That's why mixed women, black women, wear your damn natural hair. It's so sexy. I'm not gonna lie. The curly hair is sexy, the way she was rocking it. She had this long ass slit up her legs. She knew what she was doing. She
always does that because she just likes to have that general power over men.
Well, I don't know, because in other interviews, she didn't dress sexy. I didn't see her dress with Kevin Samuels. She wasn't dressed sexy. With No Jumper, with Fresh and Fit, she wasn't dressed sexy.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
I didn't see all of her interviews. So, yeah.
I've seen clips of them because they would go viral, and she wasn't dressed. I never seen her doing an interview dressed sexy.
Okay. Yeah, no, she normally come ready for battle in them interviews. She didn't come ready for battle in this one. That's why I didn't care covering it that much because, well, you had to she was quiet for too long. If Pearly Things would have did it the way that I think she should have did it, she should have just had Tate and Brittany Renner on that couch, and she just kind of moderate back and forth between the two of them. We didn't need all them other chicks cackling
in the middle, and the other chick with the
brown leather.
Loud, oh man, I got a Benz. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, she's an awful human being.
But the old lady, what they call her, auntie, she was spitting.
Yeah, auntie's on point.
Yeah, that was my first time seeing. I subscribed after I saw that show.
Yeah. But damn, what was I going to say? They she should have did it like that. Should have just had Brittany Renner and Andrew Tate. Brittany Renner didn't exactly come, all guns blazing. Or you had to really take the time to watch the whole thing to see the part where she did kind of, do what she normally do, and it was caught up in the midst of everybody else responding. So you didn't really get to hear her say something, then Tate say something, then she responds, then Tate respond. You didn't exactly see that. So that kind of killed it for me, that whole thing, because it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do, what I was looking for it to do. So I was like, what the hell with it? But as far as somebody's suggestion or implying that Brittany Renner was acting like she was attracted to him, there was a part and Andrew Tate wasn't on the couch when they did this. There was when it was just Brittany Renner in the broads, basically, in Pearly Things, and she asked the question, well, what are all of your thoughts on Andrew Tate? And they all would look like they were like they all was talking like they was feeling them.
Masculinity.
All of them. Yeah. So
even Auntie Wanda?
Oh no, I didn't really pay attention to her response. No, I don't think so. Nah, I'm not gonna put that on Auntie. But no, they are, especially the one in the middle, that was the light skinned one in the middle. Yeah, she definitely was.
Yeah, she looks like she'd take anything. Like that chick.
Brittany Renner was quiet because she was all in her head from them bars Tate was spitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I initially thought, and she is trying to do a lightweight rebrand, but it's too many moments where who she is just come out and she got to snap and go off. But she was trying to do a lightweight rebrand. She was. But Dane seen a building says, on another note, Cynthia G posts that her brother died.
Okay.
Dang. I mean that. I'm sorry to hear about anybody's death. Now I'll just leave that there. But yeah, I don't like candles and shed tears for any pain that Cynthia G goes through, but I am saddened to hear about any brother's death. Any brother pass away. It saddens me to hear about it. I haven't looked at any details. I just saw the thumbnails and I heard Reg the Bad Guy mumbling, and like it was like late at night. I was listening to some Reg the Bad Guy mumbling, talking about Sinful to P, and I was like, I stopped listening. And so it's my understanding that Sinful to P apparently passed away. I don't know no details about it. That's why I haven't talked about it. I know no details about it. And I've never had a discussion with Sinful to P. Don't know nothing. I mean, I wasn't exactly a fan, didn't dislike him, just didn't really watch his content, didn't know that he knew who I was. He kind of reacted to something that happened on my show before. So it's like I'm aware of him, he's aware of me, but we never crossed paths, put it like that. So I didn't watch his content that much. And so there's that. So I don't have a whole lot to say about that, but other than just, hey, it's unfortunate, it's sad. I don't know if David Carroll died at the beginning of this year or was at the end of last year, but that's for this year that's connected to this space. David Carroll, Kevin Samuels, ARC, Sinful to P. That is crazy. And Reg the Bad Guy mumbling ass got a thumbnail that say a manosphere curse with look like a little voodoo doll or something.
Divest is saying that too. Yeah.
Well, the last thing I seen on Reg the Bad Guys was somebody is giving martial arts lessons in the manosphere. A person that people wouldn't expect to be given martial arts lessons.
I don't even know who it is, but I know who it is.
I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know. So I guess everybody was kung fu fighting.
I didn't. I didn't believe that. I went and listened to the opening diatribe of said individual, and that was alluded to when he does an annual event of sorts. Hashtag don't call it a meetup. If you know, you know. when this said individual does said annual gathering, yeah, he did say that he would be teaching some martial arts and self-defense.
Wow. So, now, is it going to be Cobra Kai or Eagle Fang? Like, what type of martial arts are we looking at? Like, or is it going to be Miyagi-Do? Like, what are we looking at?
I have no idea what type of I have no idea. I have no idea what discipline that he's in, but either way it go, yeah, I mean, I ain't knocking it, but I'm just saying the joke's gonna write themselves. I already can hear people.
Yes.
I already can hear the jokes rolling in if that was really a thing. So it's like, yeah.
Self-defense is not a joke, Bernard.
Self-awareness certainly is not a joke.
Yeah, but man, I ain't. Damn you, Game Changer, for breaking that up. But I will.
No, Reg the Bad Guy. You brought up Reg the Bad Guy, and I was like, oh,
it's your fault, y'all.
It ain't no. I just added extra details to what was thrown out there. That said individual is going to be did say that he would be doing that, because I thought Reg the Bad Guy was trolling, so I had to go find out for myself. And that it was. I did confirm. Through listening that is what was thrown out there. And
so let me ask, does this individual have the glow?
The what?
The glow. Basically, there was a guy named Shonuff. He was the Shogun of Harlem. And it took an individual with the glow to keep him in his place. This was in the 80s. Now, if Shonuff, comes back, it will take the glow to protect us from Shonuff. Like, does this person have the glow? And if so, can he teach it to others?
I know what
because I don't want to kiss Shonuff's Converse. I'll take the martial art class so I don't have to kiss the Converse of Shonuff.
I haven't seen what was that movie called?
Double Dragon.
No, that's not. It was with Bruce Leroy. The last, no, that's the Last Dragon. It's the Last Dragon. I haven't seen
A
that as
black
an
man never seen The Last Dragon.
No. Hear me out. No, hold on. I've seen it. I just haven't went back and watched it as an adult, so I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I just know that Bruce Leroy was a character, and it was some ass kicking and some other shit. I can't recall the plot of The Last Dragon.
No.
It all revolves around the glow. We need that glow.
What's wrong with GC?
And I'm hoping that that this individual can teach us.
All right, we moving on. We we're moving on. We moving on. Yeah. I gotta cut it out. Shout out to Jason. Yeah, I gotta cut it out. But all right. I'm done. I'm lost. I don't know where we at. I don't know what we're doing going forward. I don't know what else is on the docket for the show. Wait, hold on. We looked at that. We looked at I think I'm about to wrap the show up. I think everything that I wanted to cover.
Well, will we have to say yes sensei during this training class? Because you researched it, Bernard. Basically, in Cobra Kai, you had to answer every question with yes sensei or no sensei. Is that also what we be made to do?
I have no idea. I have no idea. None whatsoever.
I can imagine the chat right now.
No idea. None whatsoever. So just I'll get your thoughts on this before we pack it up. What's your thoughts on the now single mingling, smashing bitches left and right, Derrick Jackson, still doing videos on the top 5 ways to know if a man is only interested in sex?
I think it's on brand. I think it's brilliant. I mean, because the fact is, he never fooled any man. He never fooled any real man. I'm sure he fooled a lot of males. We always knew that was BS, and now he's living his life with what we call transparency. He has a lot of transparency now. I think this is good. I think this will move the brand forward.
Really?
I was being facetious.
Okay, I was reading the chat and listening to you at the same time, and my brain wasn't computing. And I was like, "Well, hold on, that don't."
Yeah, man. I mean,
I was malfunctioning. Like, no, I don't know.
To be honest,
I don't know if you understand his brand.
Black women so fickle though, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. As long as he wipe up one of them, they'll be like, but she was crazy. That's why he left her, man. As long as he keep propping up their delusions, they will never abandon him.
I don't. Okay,
well, but that goes. That does tell into what we were talking about how content women are to share an exceptional man.
That part true as well, but this is my only point of contention. I ain't got no problem. Look, his ex-wife. I question whether or not he actually filed, but let's just say they filed and separated. She is batshit crazy, and so I got no problem with him saying, "Hey, enough is enough. I'm getting away from her." One of the big motivations is he do want to go around smashing hoes without having to be, cheating. So that is one of his motivations. But she is crazy too. So that's just two motivations that came together. So in that sense, I got no problem with this man out doing his thing. But I don't know. The only thing I'm asking, I asked this earlier in the show. Can you be the black love guru, black relationship guru, care about black family, and can you be the guru for that, and doing videos and top 5 ways to know that he's only interested in sex when you out every weekend you getting caught with another broad where you clearly just interested in sex? Can you be both of those dudes at the same time?
Yes, because he's talking to
exactly.
No, he's talking to women who understands that sex is all they have to offer a man. Yeah,
but he's telling them they have so much more to offer. But that's the only thing he wants from them.
Well, what more does he tell them that they have to offer? Curious.
Just the whole runner, the simp playbook of her beauty and her inner worth and her being and her personality and what woman like
the women he's talking to don't have any of that crap.
No, they have it because he told them they have it. They have the ability to get with a man and 10x his income, just off the strength of their black woman magic. It's like, so yeah.
And that's why he's not gonna lose. That's why he can be the face of black love, because as long black women, not black females, put black women on the side. Black females are so starved for, you know, some type of validation of their delusions, man. They don't care.
This is true.
It's just like the preachers that they knew was fucking all the chicks in the church. Like, he's still the man of God. He's still pastor.
Oh, so he's a real rod of God. Yeah.
Pause.
Oh shit. Dane C is saying, as long as Derrick Jackson keeps the women black women, I've been thinking, man, as long as the women that he keep turning up with, long as they black,
exactly,
he will
Dane.
still win with his
point,
audience.
Good point.
You make a hell of a point. A hell of a point, because I am 100% convinced. All he got to do, out of all the stuff that went on, all the cheating on his wife, all the being exposed as a hypocrite, all he got to do is turn up with one white woman, and then that will be the final nail in the coffin. They done. They done. He can do whatever he want to do, long as he doing it with these black chicks. And I think that's why this most recent picture, it was with the blackest chick on that beach he could find. I think that was what happened there.
Well, I mean, but also Derrick Jackson's situation goes into what I was saying about women being prettier than their man is handsome. You know, this is why that dynamic works, and the other way don't work. It is not going to work. Derrick Jackson only gotten better, you know, in the sense that his sexual marketplace has only increased during the time of their marriage. And hers has, I don't know if it's decreased or whatnot, but hers definitely did not increase at the same rate as his.
Except in marriage.
Huh?
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to say, except in marriage, though, because when it comes to, like, a wife is a particular type of woman, I would never tell men to go for, like, better looks in your wife.
Yes.
But, like, you just fucking around.
No. In every aspect of interaction, a woman should always be prettier than a man is handsome. Always.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but in terms of,
it should not be equally yoked in that regard. And the Derrick Jackson situation is a part of that. Once a man's value it exceeds a woman's beauty ridiculously, you know, then crap like this happens.
Okay,
it's bound to happen. It is bound to happen, you know, because man's value always increase. I'm not the same man that I was when I was 20. You know, I'm not. So, you know, however, you are less of a woman than you were when you were 20. So if I got with a 20-year-old woman, she bets be prettier than I am handsome.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't want no baddie.
Offset that.
What'd you say, Rod?
I would never marry a baddie, a hot, like, I would never, bro. That's just a headache. But now an attractive woman who's sexy and beautiful, yes. But like if I'm a Derrick Jackson, an Andrew Tate, I'm on that level. I'm not marrying like some supermodel. No fucking way.
Well, I don't know where you rate yourself, but what you do is you take 10, you subtract your rating and divide that by 2 and add it to your rating.
I flunked, man. I don't know what that was.
Okay, so
we did this before. Hold on, wait. Okay, so let's just say if a man is a 7, and then he what do he do?
He goes for an 8.5.
No. Explain how you get there. Explain how you get there. He's a 7.
So 10, you subtract 7.
You subtract 3. 7. That's a 3. Okay.
Yeah. Divide by 2.
Divide the 3 by 2.
That's 1.5.
That's 1.5.
And add that to his 7.
Now 8.5.
8.5.
Okay.
Wow.
But that's kind of delusional. I don't know, bro. Come on, bro.
Wow.
No, it is not unreasonable for.
Wait, no, hold on, wait, no, that's not. I mean, the way he got there was pretty complicated, but I think it's a fair thing that if you're a 6, but you're industrious and you're achieving some shit, and you know your stock going to be going up, yeah, you should be shoot for a 7.5 or maybe an 8. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
I'm talking about it in general.
He just in the nerdy mathematical fancy way got to that. Shoot for a 7.5 or an 8, but that's all he's saying. When you take away all the math, then
okay,
yeah.
Let's say that's the top 50%, the top 50% of men, but that don't work for the bottom 50% of men.
It does work for the bottom 50%.
How?
Say a guy is 4. 10 minus 4 is 6.
But see, those women will never go for a dude like that, man. They
But
hold on.
they
Let's
should.
find. Hold on. Wait. Time out. Time out. Let's find out. Let's run a 4 through the formula. What do that 4 need to do? Okay.
10 minus 4 is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. Plus the 4 is 7.
A 4 ain't getting a 7, bro. No way.
That's tough.
No fucking way.
A 4
That's tough.
should get a 7. And yes, in functioning community, what is Homer Simpson? What is Marge? And I know I'm using cartoons. What is Homer Simpson? And what is Marge Simpson?
Homer probably more like a 2.
What is Ricky Ricardo? And what is Lucy? No, it works.
I don't know them.
Like, yeah. Well,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. In a perfect world, a guy who's a 4, who's hard working, should be able to get, I'd say, at least a 6 in a perfect world. In a perfect world. I mean, we ain't in a perfect world, so it is what it is. The world we in.
5.5.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Well, I mean, that's a problem in the West, yes. However, your value will increase. Okay, what's Kevin Hart minus the muscles and money?
Kevin Hart minus the muscles and more money. A 4'4" gremlin that works out.
Yeah, exactly. What is he now? He's still 4'4", but he got the muscles and money.
Yeah,
you see where I'm going. Like, so you get with the. So yes, if he would have got a 7 and locked down a 7, then yeah, when he became Kevin Hart, when he became a household name, and not that nigga on Soul Plane, then that 7 would have paid off.
Fair enough.
That's how that works. It's the duration of time.
I get what you're saying. And Rod saying he had a 1% battery. My phone about dead too. And actually, no, I do got to get up out here because I do gotta try to make it to the courthouse. This ain't not related to child support or nothing like that. Don't nobody say no. No, I gotta get there. Gotta handle some other business. But but no, thank you everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you who participated with the stream. Anyway, almost forgot. Shout out to Dane C. Said he sent that super chat about Cynthia G brother dying because she made fun of Kevin's death. Yeah, that's why you don't. Yeah, that's why you don't make fun of people's death. I don't even believe that karma come back like that. Just in general, I say try to be a decent person when somebody die. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. But all right, y'all.
Stay behind for a second after this. Just a second.
Okay, cool. No biggie. All right, but
see y'all later.
All right, peace, Rod. All right, thank you everybody for watching the stream. Do appreciate each and every one of you. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.